I'm Ron Cena. Put some respect on my name.
What's up, guys? The phenomenal AJ Styles, and you're watching Bretto Live.
Let's talk about Raw and Smackdown in a WWE action figure setup style. What do you say? Let's start off with Monday Night Raw, the last WWE show here in June of 2025. This is the June 30th episode of Monday Night Raw on Netflix from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. What a heck of a show. Show moved. It had an early start time. I was able to skip all the commercials. It felt great. So we're going to talk about the entire thing in my brand new Ron Cena t-shirts. Shout out R-Truth, bro. Look at this t-shirt. WWE shop. Unfortunately, I can't have the Saudi Arabia John Cena farewell shirts, but at least we get the Ron Cena shirt. So let's freaking go. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw from Pittsburgh. Opening up the show with Miss Rhea Ripley. What's next for Mommy? She had a successful street fight at Night of Champions, and now she's going to get interrupted by Io Sky. Io Sky got the opportunity to pick her opponent for Evolution. WWE Evolution happening in July here. Adam Pearce gave her the opportunity to pick her opponent, and Io Sky ain't no coward, so she's going to pick the best of the best. She chooses Rhea Ripley, and why wouldn't Rhea Ripley accept this? So it's going to be World Women's Championship on the line at Evolution, Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. I'm excited about it. WWE Tag Team Championship match. It was the Judgment Days, Finn Balor and JD McDonough versus the most boring WWE tag team of the current day, The New Day. They are nothing without Big E, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston. Can somebody explain why Xavier Woods wrestling in trunks is the weirdest thing ever? I don't know why he was in trunks. Normally he's in long tights, but it was odd. Anyways, JD McDonough and Finn Balor would win! I am so excited about this. They are once again tag team champions on Monday Night Raw with an amazing sequence of moves to finish off. JD hit a top rope move, and then Finn Balor hit that coup de grace. So this is huge. I am so glad they took the tag titles off of The New Day. The New Day were so boring as tag team champions. I swear they never defended them. And then their first defense here, they lose to the Judgment Day. Freaking good. Yeah, so Dominic Mysterio was backstage, and AJ Styles got right in his face and said, "Hey, when do I get my IC Championship match? Are you actually injured?" And Dominic Mysterio actually had the papers. Dom said, "Hey, you can't touch me, and if you lay a hand on me, hey, this is per medical. If you touch me, AJ Styles, you'll never fight for this Intercontinental Championship." But dude, AJ Styles wanted to put a hand on Dom so bad, and even AJ Styles had to pull out his reading glasses. Is Finn's plan commencing? Ever since Liv Morgan got injured, I swear, now the Judgment Day is just back on top. They're once again tag team champions, JD and Finn. Dominic Mysterio is avoiding AJ Styles, so he's still Intercontinental Champion, and now all of the Judgment Day have mutually decided that now that Liv Morgan's out with a shoulder injury, Finn Balor, this is all Finn Balor, by the way, he has appointed Roxanne Perez as one half of the tag team champions with Raquel. Raquel was a little iffy about it, so was Dom, but everybody would eventually agree that Roxanne is officially a part of the Judgment Day, and she is now a tag team champion with Raquel. I think it's amazing. I really do. Adam Pearce would go on to make a fatal four-way match for, I believe, Evolution, which I'm really excited about, so we'll see what goes on there. They're going to be defending their titles in that match, but man, Judgment Day is on top. They look good. All right, so Chad Gable and American Made were backstage, and they got approached by Adam Pearce. Remember how Penta attacked Chad Gable last week and destroyed his arm? Well, here comes Chad Gable telling everybody that he's injured. He's going to be out of action for weeks or an unknown time. So I'm like, what the heck's going on with this? Chad Gable is just out forever. If you notice, Ludwig Kaiser was actually in the background of this. Later in the show, we'd see an appearance from El Grande Americano, though. But wasn't Chad Gable injured? No. El Grande Americano is now Ludwig Kaiser. Ludwig Kaiser has one of the most distinct bodies, and he is so obvious with how he looks. I know that is Ludwig Kaiser under the El Grande Americano mask. He is taking the place of Chad Gable for whatever reason, and yeah, Chad's out. This is wild. This match is easily contention for match of the night. Rusev versus Sheamus, a classic rivalry being relived here. They haven't went one-on-one since around 2015, so this was freaking fantastic to watch. I swear Sheamus was closing in on the victory if it wasn't for Rusev poking his eyes and exposing the turnbuckle. He literally tore the cloth off of it and slammed Sheamus' stardom right in the turnbuckle. He would then lock in the accolade and he'd tap out Sheamus. I was like, are you kidding me? Or did he pass him out? Either way, he absolutely beat Sheamus to death, bro. But Rusev cheated. I swear Sheamus had this in the bag if Rusev didn't poke his eyes out. Stupid Karrion Kross. He is not done with Sami Zayn, but Sami Zayn already beat him at Night of Champions. He has no business attacking Sami Zayn once again. He would attack Sami backstage before his match, but this time with a metal pipe. So he's going to injure the ribs of Sami, and I guess it's not over between these two. He wanted Sami Zayn to say it, whatever that means. All right, Gunther was out here talking about Goldberg. Boring, who cares, whatever. Who's going to interrupt them? Seth Rollins with a brand new Money in the Bank briefcase. Do you guys like Seth Rollins' new Money in the Bank briefcase? I think it looks pretty cool. So Seth Rollins is going to kind of threaten Gunther a little bit and say, I swear, I am going to make every champion's, lives hell, you know what I mean? So here comes CM Punk. CM Punk, he wants nothing to do with Gunther. He attacks Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins escapes. So Seth Rollins is going to run up the crowd stairs and try to escape through the crowd, but who's going to attack him from behind? LA Knight with popcorn. They brawl into the concession stand, but once again, Seth Rollins would escape by throwing, I believe, some Coca-Cola in LA Knight's eyes. Seth Rollins would later jump on a jet and dip out of the arena. But yeah, Seth Rollins is creating a lot of enemies. Oh, I almost forgot to mention CM Punk pushed Gunther down. Look at the beef starting between these two, man. You don't disrespect Gunther like that, Punk. I love you, but man, come on, don't do that to Gunther. All right, so it was a number one contendership for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, right? Lyra Valkyria versus Bayley. The match was okay, whatever. You know, it had my attention, but in the end, it was just a weird pinfall. Lyra had Bayley pinned, then Lyra kind of laid down on the mat, so it was a double pinfall. It was a draw by the referee, Jessica Carr. I was like, bro, really? Why are you going to draw that? Just call off the pinfall. They're going to brawl all the way into the WWE Universe out of frustration at the ending of the match. This is going to turn into a triple threat match at Evolution. I guarantee it, for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. It was our main event of the show, and it was a tag team match. Somehow Sami Zayn mustered up the courage, even after the attack from Karrion Kross, to team up with Penta to face Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. This was a heck of a tag team match. I was low-key shocked with the ending, though, man. Sami Zayn's gonna get speared by Braun Breaker after he suplexed Bronson Reed, which was insane, and then Sami Zayn would get pinned. I'm like, oh no. And then they looked to do a bunch of tsunamis to Sami. Luckily, Jey Uso, yeet, came out with a steel chair, and he would help out Penta and Sami from literally probably having their careers ended by Bronson Reed's tsunamis. So pretty solid way to end the show. Little alliance here between Jey, Penta, and Sami. We're showing the Brawns what's up, and Braun, of course. That was Monday Night Raw from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm giving this show an easy 9 out of 10. I enjoyed the snot out of it. What ranking do you give it, McFly?
Honestly, I didn't watch it, but I heard from Brett. I heard his review.
Yes.
It sounded pretty freaking good. And I'm so glad the Bad Day lost the titles.
Oh, they were the most boring tag team champions of all time. So we're both giving it a nice 9 out of 10, I believe.
I'd say 9, 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, it was a really solid episode of Monday Night Raw. My favorite moment of the show is easily going to be the Judgment Day. JD and Finn becoming tag team champions. And my favorite match is probably going to be Rusev versus Sheamus. Now we're going to jump into Friday Night Smackdown. Let's go.
Yeet.
Hey, happy 4th of July to you guys. Let's talk about Friday Night Smackdown from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Really fast episode of Smackdown here. Not only because it was pre-recorded, it was 2 hours. Oh my god, dude, I've been praying for this, man. I've been complaining about this in my weekend reviews. I wanted a 2-hour Smackdown. It is back. 2-hour Smackdown is so good. It moves so good. I was at a 4th of July party, and I am filming this post 4th of July, so I haven't really, cleaned it off yet. But anyways, we're still going to talk about Friday Night Smackdown, so let's go. How better to open up the 4th of July episode of Smackdown than Cody Rhodes, man? The literal American nightmare. So Cody Rhodes is going to come out, start talking about his little King of the Ring crown and how his match at SummerSlam is going to be him versus John Cena, which we're all really excited about. He's going to get interrupted by Randy Orton, right? And then Randy Orton's going to get interrupted by Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre's back. How about his shirt? Bored at work. I love the shirt. It's so freaking awesome. Drew McIntyre's going to kind of disrespect Randy Orton, kind of stir the pot between Randy and Cody, saying, hey, Randy, yeah, Cody targeted your back all match, and you didn't pull the trigger on him. So he was kind of just stirring the pot, and we saw a little heel side of Randy because he'd hit an RKO out of nowhere on Drew McIntyre. So I was like, bro, this is great. So Drew McIntyre returns, gets RKO'd, and now he's got a match against Randy Orton at the Saturday Night Main Event coming soon, man. So of course, this makes sense. I'm excited for that match. I'm so happy that Drew's back. We gotta turn Randy Orton heel, WWE. Come on now. So it's a triple threat women's tag team match here, right? We're gonna have Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, who are finally teaming up. We've been waiting for this. They would fight Alba Fire and Piper Niven, the Secret Harvest, and Michin and B-Fab. Obviously, Charlotte and Alexa Bliss are gonna pick up the victory, but the ending was a little interesting. Charlotte would actually pat the head of Alexa Bliss, and the referee actually counted that as a tag. So Alexa Bliss is gonna take advantage of that and then hit the Twisted Bliss off the top rope on both Piper Niven and Alba Fire and pin them 1, 2, 3. I was like, bro, no way. So in a way, Alexa Bliss stole the pinfall, but they still both took a big W, and I thought they teamed really well together, man. I enjoyed this. Bro, this match was so interesting. So you know how the entire tag division here on SmackDown is afraid of the Wyatt Six? So they had 4 random members from every single tag team on the freaking show literally team up to fight the Wyatt Six. So we had Johnny Gargano, Gargano, Chris Sabin, Montez Ford, and one half of the AAA Tag Team Champions, Humberto Carrillo. They all fought the Wyatt Six. This match was so much fun. It was so interesting seeing like Gargano team with Sabin. They were teaming up for a common cause. They don't like the Wyatt Six and they're afraid of the Wyatt Six. But Johnny Gargano, like the coward he is, looked to tag in because obviously Chris Sabin needed some help, but he'd jump off the apron because he didn't want anything to do with Redbeard Eric Rowan. So Eric Rowan's gonna pin Chris Sabin and absolutely dominate him. And then the Wyatt Six. So the Wyatt Six reign supreme here. It's only a matter of time till they take those tag titles, man. Keep them warm, Street Profits. You ain't gonna be holding them much longer, bro. Hey, so you know how Io Sky got to choose her opponent for Evolution? She chose Rhea Ripley. Tiffany Stratton gets to choose her opponent, and she's choosing Trish Stratus. So it's Trishy versus Tiffy at Saturday Night Main Event. And of course, Jade was also out there saying, hey, Trish, if you win, I'll see you at frickin' SummerSlam. Likewise, here with you, Tiffany Stratton. So I'm excited about this. It ought to be pretty good. Tiffy versus Trishy. I mean, they teamed at Elimination Chamber, and now they're fighting each other. Ought to be a great match. I'm looking forward to it. Later in the night, Jade would get attacked by Naomi with a custom briefcase. I knew she was going to put caution tape on that thing. It looks so cool. Better than Seth Rollins is, absolutely. And of course, Jade has a matchup against Naomi, also at Evolution. That's exciting. Tag team division better watch out, because Andrade and Rey Fenix teaming together is something special. They would fight Fraxium, Nathan Frazier, and Axiom. This match was so good, bro. Andrade and Rey Fenix are fantastic. They'd win. I'm so happy they gave this victory to Andrade and Phoenix, introducing us to a new tag team. I thought for sure Phoenix would team with his brother Penta before he'd team with a random other guy, that being Andrade. But man, they team so well together. Andrade would get the pinfall victory, and they take a big W, man. Tag division, watch out, baby. It was our main event of the show. This tag match was chaotic. So it was JC Mateo and the United States champion Solo Sikoa going up against Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu needed to find a tag team partner. He found Jimmy Uso, man. I love these two teaming together. I think it's so much fun. The only reason we got this match is because Jacob Fatu actually attacked the Bloodline in the parking lot before the actual show. So they're like, hey, we're going to have a match. Nick Aldis like found a tag partner. He found Jimmy. This match was amazing. Jacob Fatu shockingly got the pinfall victory here, man, over Solo Sikoa, the man that literally beat him for the U.S. title recently. So that's insane. That almost guarantees him another U.S. title match in the future, literally, which was crazy. Jacob Fatu literally had the W. After the match, Jacob Fatu wanted to, slam Solo Sikoa through the announce desk, but it didn't work out because here comes Tala Tonga, man. They changed his name. They changed my boy's name. It is Tala Tonga. How ironic, because he's an absolute giant. So Tala Tonga, and obviously Tama Tonga wasn't out there. I'm just putting him out there. That's supposed to be JC Mateo, but man, Jacob Fatu's plan did not work out. He did not slam Solo through the desk. He actually got slammed through the desk after the match by all of these Samoans, man. Triple powerbomb Shield style. They'd send Jacob Fatu through the desk, and Solo would end SmackDown on top. But is he really on top? Because he got pinned clean. So Solo, you better watch out, man. Jacob Fatu's coming for you. But hey, solid way to end the show. That was Friday Night SmackDown from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm going to give it a solid 6 out of 10. I thought there was some good wrestling on the show. My favorite match was Andrade and Rey Fenix versus Fraxium. I enjoyed that one. And my favorite moment was the Drew McIntyre return. That caught me off guard. I was like, oh my god, he's back. This is sick. Hope you guys had a great 4th of July. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Currently, if you guys are wondering what it says on my chest, it does say 315 bencher. Yes, I know, very interesting. And I hope you guys enjoyed this week in review. Much love, praise the Lord, Bretto Live, out.